Hello and welcome back. Today we'll take a look at converting fractions to decimals and going back from decimals to fractions. Now, a fraction bar is really just a division sign. Let's take a look at 10 halves, for example. Ten halves, or 10 divided by 2, will give us 5. 1 half will be 1 divided by 2. Here we see 2 cannot go into 1. Let's add our decimal. 2 will go into 10, 5 times. 2 times 5 is 10. 1 half can be rewritten as 0.5. This is how we go from fractions to decimals. Now when we go from decimals to fractions, we look at the digit furthest to the right and determine what that place digit is in. For example, it could be the tenths, hundredths, and so on. And then we'll put the decimal without the decimal point over that number. For example, 10, 100, and so on. Let's take a look at an example. We'll take a look at 0.5. First, we need to look at the digit farthest to the right. This will be 5 in this case. Then we determine what place that digit is in. This is in the tenths place. Now we can put the decimal without the decimal point over our number. This is tenths, so we'll put 5 over 10. 0.5 will be equal to 5/10. And we can reduce this. Let's divide both the numerator and the denominator by 5. This will reduce down to 1/2. 0.5 can be rewritten as 1/2 in fraction form. Now let's practice a few. Let's try 1/3. Here we see that the division bar, the fraction bar, means to divide. This is 1 divided by 3. Three will not go into 1. However, it will go into 10. Let's add our 0 and decimal. 3 times 3 is 9. This leaves us with 10 again, so we will have a repeating decimal. We can put our repeating decimal here. We have a repeating bar we put right above that second place. Second place here in the 10th place. 1/3 will be equal to 0.33 with the repeating decimal, repeating bar. 3 will go on and on forever, infinitely. Now, let's try a decimal. 0.25. Here we can follow our rules. We will need to look at the digit farthest to the right. This will be 5. And then determine what place that digit is in. Here we have 25. 25, the 5 is in the hundreds. Hundreds. Let's place 25 over 100. Here we can divide both the numerator and the denominator by 25. Let's reduce the fraction. This will reduce down to 1/4. 25 1/100ths is equal to 1/4. And that's how we convert fractions to decimals and back again. I'll place some practice problems on the classroom discussion board. Take care, we'll see you next time. In our next video, we'll be looking at algebra problems. Remember, in order to complete algebra problems, as well as geometry, we will need to know how to work with fractions and decimals. Very important to understanding how to balance equations and then eventually to manipulate them. Take care and we'll see you next time.